There's a high drive into deep right field. Going back, Tatis at the warning track, at the wall. Goodbye!
Deep to right field, ranging back Tatis, all the way to the wall.
Get into the gap. Is anybody there? No. There it comes. And the throw. Not in time. And this one is over.
Playoffs? Are you kidding me? Playoffs?
What is happening, everyone? Welcome to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. And today, a rivalry game. The Los Angeles Dodgers come to town and in a seesaw affair end up winning the game in extra innings 6-4 with the giant special to end it, the rally killing double play. So sick of the freaking double play. Every time I think something big is going to happen, the Giants tend to ground into a gosh dang double play. And it finishes the ball game today. The Dodgers win it 6-4. Some exciting moments in this one. A lot happened today. A lot to talk about with this game. But ultimately, it's an L. It's a freaking L. And I'm not too happy about it. But there's still 2 more games in this series. But the season is not going well. The series is not going well. Giants fall to 19-24. Dodgers 28-15. First in the West. Giants 4th. Thank you, Rockies. Otherwise, we'd be in dead last place. The Giants even got the scoring started early today. Luis Matos. It was the Matos Ramos show with the Sacramento River Cats, the San Francisco Giants, who have been making moves left and right, a lot of injuries, and some of the youngsters are exciting, and they're coming through, and they're doing big things. But ultimately, the Dodgers did score first in this one, but the Giants grabbed a 3-1 lead. We'll break it all down. But at the end of the day, it's a loss. It's a freaking loss, Jim Thurlkill. What's going on? But congratulations, William Henry. Nothing to be ashamed of. Giants fans, that was a pretty good game, and even my boys in blue were sweating a bit. I mean, yeah, man, it's good to make you sweat. But we also want to make you, have a quiet locker room like we do. But instead, you guys are jamming the music right now in that locker room. You're feeling it right now because you got the W. And congratulations for that W. William Henry's one of the biggest supporters in the channel and part of the Humm Baby team. Go check out the Humm Baby store. And William Henry models some of the merch there. We appreciate that. Eric, what's going on? Yeah, Morgan, how the hell you get picked off? Picked off? Yes. What was that? What was that?
How can you get picked off at first base? How can you do that? The is that about?
How are you going to, in that situation, and you're pinch running, which means you got to be like, dude, I'm in the game. They believe in me so much that they're going to bring me into pinch run for Flores, an MLB veteran who knows how to run bases. He's not the fastest guy in the world. And you get picked off. Send him down to AAA for a little bit just for that. Holy cow. I like Fitzy, but how are you going to get picked off of first base? How can you do that? Plenty of games left here. I'm sorry. I know the chat is flying through. Eric, so you're telling me Giants could have won today? I don't understand. What? What the fuck? It went into Steven Ortega. The game went into extra innings. What are you even talking about? Daniel Berry Sports highlights. Good game, everyone. Giants veterans need to step it up. Dodgers are look at the Dodgers who we thought they were. Dodgers who we thought they were. One of the best teams in baseball. Eric, you understand Dodger? What are you talking about? Steven Ortega is just testing me. Steven Ortega is messing with me. Of course they're a good freaking team. What are you talking about? Eric, gosh dang, that was the best you got. I think we got to be more creative. Yeah, I could do that. Randy Rudolphson with a 999. The game sucked buttermilk with a straw. That is a super chat to keep the streak alive. Thank you so much, Randy, for that. I do appreciate it very, very much. But yeah, this team is lousy. Randy Rudolphson coming through. Fitzy getting picked off. I like Fitzy. I like Fitzy. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. But that don't cut it when you get picked off at first base in that situation. You can't get picked off of first base when you're the winning freaking run. We're trying to win the game. Wasn't it bottom of the ninth winning run? Flores gets on base with a key walk. Just terrible. Absolutely terrible. I mean, terrible. Isn't it strange that the Giants are beating weak teams, Eric, or not really? Isn't it strange that the Giants are beating weak teams? No, it's not strange that they're beating weak teams because weak teams are easier to beat and the Giants have some talent. But until they start beating good teams, then this is not a playoff team. And that's what it boils down to. I don't expect to beat the Dodgers every time, but I also don't expect to lose to them every time. And that's what's happened so far in 2024. Rockies are popping off. What the hell? 5-game winning streak, but sweeping the champs, the Rangers. They swept the Rangers. The Rockies are coming. I haven't really paid attention to the Rockies. I kind of just zoned out of the Rockies. I like these guys stink, but absolutely. Eric, but we did good until the last. Good game today, but it's not a win. It's a GG that I would like to, that, you know, if the Giants were having a good season, it wouldn't be a big deal. The problem is they're not having a good season. Flores got screwed. I don't know if you're talking about I think you're talking about the call maybe, but yeah, there's pitches that were way out of the strike zone. They were calling strikes on him, but, or you're talking about that he reached base and then got picked off, or Fitzy got picked off, just eliminating his at bat. Busy, we don't need to think the same way as you. What's up, Malone? Can we see Reggie Crawford this year? It's possible. Busy, the Oracle. The Oracle. Yeah, he got cheated in more ways than one. Always tomorrow, Jay Hutch. We need the positivity. We need the positivity. But we're going to break this one down. Can't dwell on it. Come on. Almost beat the Dodgers. The ump was a little less. Oh, the ump was terrible. Who was the ump today? I forgot. His name was, I heard him say it. Marvin Hudson. Marvin Hudson, I feel like he's been around for a while. But Hunter Wendelstadt, obviously he's in a family of umpires because I've heard of Wendelstadt name in umpiring since I was a kid. But this is obviously the son of the legendary umpire. And then you have a couple others. But yeah, Marvin Hudson, I've heard of him for sure. If I've heard of you, it's probably not a good thing. If I heard of you, it might not be a good thing. But can't really blame the umpires on that. That ground out to end it was devastating. You know, Giants have the winning run at the plate, someone with power. And I don't blame, you know, Tyrell for the loss. It's not just him. It's just like every time it seems like the Giants ground into a double play. I'm really annoying. I hate the double play. I'd rather you strike out than ground into a double play. And also Jackson Reitz, man, I stuck my neck out for you. You look terrible today, Jackson. Let's go. You a big leaguer or not? Because he looked terrible up there. Struck out twice and never had a chance against him. He's facing some big-time pitching. In his defense, he's been in AAA for years. And all of a sudden, now you're facing some of the top talent in Major League Baseball. I think he's getting a wake-up call as to how it is up in the big leagues. Jackson Reitz definitely won't be here much longer. He's as soon as Patrick Bailey's good to go, and obviously I don't even know what happened today. Did Sable get hurt? I don't know why Sable came out, but as it is, Matos had to lay out for that ball. Oh, Matos with a great play, and also Yaz with an incredible catch today. Yaz with a great catch today. A lot happened today. The Giants also with some defensive mistakes today, some errors today, or at least one error, and that's when they had Ohtani dead to rights, picked him off, and of course, it's like, oh, Ohtani's actually going to look bad. Nope, Giants throw the ball away, or the ball is missed, and Ohtani heads to third base. And it's like, yeah, we couldn't possibly make Ohtani look bad. Bob Melvin makes me nervous. Duck the Fodgers, Eric. That's where I think Melvin needs better judgment. Reitz needed to be bunting that at bat. Something. I mean, Reitz hit that big home run. Reitz is a great baseball player. That's why he's in the big leagues. I just don't know if he's got big league talent. I thought he probably, I thought he might, but I mean, he's facing really good pitchers. But you're here, and you can't just go out there and strike out looking like a pitcher. Let's freaking go, Harry. Yeah, Harry Windelstadt, they're the legend. Um, yeah. Uh, Breaking this game down, y'all. It started with a Mookie Betts homer. People were saying it was over on Twitter, but they don't speak very good. Someone someone said it's over. I couldn't understand what they were saying. I had to get clarification. Rep the Bay. Rep the Bay said, uh, game ended on ABN, Farhan's Giants. McCovey Chronicles retweets it. For as much as I complain about the grumpy Giants fans, they do make for incredible entertainment when their stream of the game hasn't caught up. This is about 30 seconds after the Matos home run, where they said game ended on ABN. I said, what does that mean? Because I was having trouble understanding what it means. One at bat in is what they meant. Game ended on one at bat in. So he was ready to call it quits, which Dodgers did end up winning. So I guess in a way, he ended up being right. But it wasn't over after that Mookie Betts home run, because the San Francisco Giants, on a 3-run shot by Luis Matos, took the lead in the bottom of the second inning. I wasn't getting my hopes up even then, but I was like, nice. I mean, you had to be happy about that. That the Giants were able to take a 3-1 lead early in this one. I figured there's going to be a lot more action. The Dodgers are a team that is stacked with talent, so it wasn't going to be that easy. They were able to score another run in the top of the 5th inning. Great play by Mike Yastrzemski in that inning. That diving play was absolutely incredible. But Shohei Ohtani had a base hit, bringing in Andy Pages, making it 3-2, and then they tied it up in the top of inning number 6. It was a ground rule double from Gavin Lux, driving in Max Muncy. But the Giants scored in the bottom half of the 6th inning, retaking the lead. Elliot Ramos with the base hit, a clutch hit. He has been amazing. I don't think we can send Ramos back down. I don't think we can send down. He's been too good. Ramos is here to stay unless he falls apart at some point. You got to keep Ramos, if nothing else. I don't care. But anyway, Vesia came in. Reed struck out, looking terrible. And then the Dodgers tied it in the top of the 7th on a solo shot down the line from Enrique Hernandez, a.k.a. Kike Hernandez. Tied it up at 4. Game stayed that way. Doval came in the 9th, looked pretty hot, struck out Pages, struck out Hernandez, got Betts to pop out. And I'm thinking, okay, we're going to keep him in if we don't win this. Did not. The Giants were unable to score in the bottom of the half of the inning. Wilmer was on. Pinch run Tyler gets picked off. And the inning falls apart. Reach strikes out on 3 pitches again. Ramos stole third, but then Matos unfortunately flied out. Then in the top of the 10th, the Dodgers take the lead, score 2. Just a terrible inning. Taylor Rogers came in. I would have stuck with Doval. I don't know if that was Bob Melvin's decision or front office or what. I get it. You don't want to kill the guy, but 2 innings. I think he might just be okay. This is a big game right here. You don't know what tomorrow holds. You don't know if we'll need him or not. You have a chance to win the game. You have a chance to hold the game. You got to do it, in my opinion. But maybe I'm a dumbass. But I feel like you got to keep in your closer there for one more inning. I'm not saying throw him 3 or 4 innings, but at least one more inning. Keep it tied and then try to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th. Bottom of the 10th, pardon me. But they don't do that. They go with Taylor Rogers. Taylor Rogers gives up the double to Will Smith. And that's the ball game. And the Giants were unable to score in the bottom half. They had a chance, but Tyro Estrada grounds into that inning-ending double play and game-ending double play. And that is your recap. Brought to you by Kayla. Eric, Giants got a new player from Mexico. AAA should be coming up soon. We may need some new players, but yeah, Giants have been making a lot of moves and get rid of Roger. Shiba Shaba, about to be the worst season ever. whatever it takes to get Farhan out, I guess. Do the Giants know what situational hitting is? All their runs are via the home run, no small ball, can't move guys over, don't steal bases. We don't know. No, we are not a situational team. We are a station to station team waiting for the long ball, and we don't even hit that many of those. I don't really understand it. Clearly, the people in the front office and obviously Bob Melvin are a lot smarter than I am. And I don't mean just in general. I don't know if they're smarter than I am, but certainly baseball wise, they should be, you would think. I mean, Bob Melvin played in the big leagues. He's been managing for many years. He knows what he's doing. I kind of feel like it's an organizational thing that they're doing. It's not all up to him. The front office has a lot of influence. It's not like the old days where the manager do your thing, front office they put together the team and the manager runs it. Nowadays, the front office has a lot of influence on what happens on the field. I don't think Melvin brings the right energy to the club. This is busy. 7891. It's like he isn't being honest with himself when he does interviews, etc. From the little ones I've seen so far. Nervous vibes. But he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. I ran into him at spring training, and really nice guy. But is he the right fit? I don't know. Very sad occurrence. I think Taylor Rogers has been very shaky for use lately. He's super hittable. Unfortunately, we did put up a good fight, and he spoiled it for us. He hasn't been as consistent as he should be. We have Kayla, Lydia P, Joe Boyd. Fun but frustrating game. Never liked Cap. Man, the chat is on fire. En fuego. Okay. ¿Quién aquí habla español? Podemos hablar español también aquí en el Humm, baby, baseball channel. I know you're not being honest with yourself, Balone. Always got Jesus F. Hernandez. Matos needs to read the ball twice, ball over his head, walks, kill. Yeah, we've had some mistakes in the outfield lately. We've had some mistakes on the base paths. 2 rookie mistakes today, 2 amateur mistakes today that you see in high school. Getting picked off in the bottom of the ninth when you're the winning run, dude. I mean, I actually feel bad for Tyler Fitzgerald. Like, I don't think he's sleeping well tonight. Tyler Fitzgerald is literally should be freaking depressed right now. If I was Tyler Fitzgerald, I'd just be like all night. Like, what did I do? What did I do? Oh my God, I blew it. That's tough to get over. You have to get over it, but that's a tough one. The other mistake was the throw, the errant. I don't know if it was the error was on the throw or the catch, but not picking off Ohtani right there. That looked like an amateur play. I don't think anyone's losing sleep over that one, but certainly not the smoothest game of all time. You guys said you wanted Gabe Kapler fired. Now you want Bob Melvin sacked too. What about the next manager? You guys are going to say the same thing. A manager can't fix a broken team. I mean, yeah, I'm not calling for. I didn't even call for Kapler's firing. I thought they would give him one more year this year, and we'd see how he did this year. But when it happened, and I found out it was going to be Bob Melvin, I was actually happy because Bob Melvin has been a Giant, and he's had a lot of experience as a manager. And I thought it would be a good fit. And I still think it might be. You have no idea how bad I want to pull the trigger on this $10 donation for another win. Let's get them tomorrow. Hey, Eric, tomorrow it is. Tomorrow it is. Giants drafting. The draft is coming up. I've been scouting. I got 200 names that I have looked at closely. I'm going to be looking at 300. I'm going to have 300 videos on draft day ready to go, short 1-minute videos ready to go for each player drafted. So I will be, if you want to educate someone who really knows about these prospects, be here on draft day because I'll be going live. And I'm telling you, I have more names in my head than I've ever had as far as young prospects, high school players and college players. And I know who I would like, some of them who I like, especially who I'm hoping I hear their name in with the Giants, even though the Giants don't have a whole lot of really good picks. We got a first round, no second round, no third round because of signings of guys who got the qualifying offer. But after once the fourth round, I'm going to be still having a lot of videos for these guys. Yeah, I don't know if I ever call. It's hard for me to call for a manager to be fired. Joey Bart update? Do you have a Joey Bart update? Or are you asking for a Joey Bart update? I haven't checked on him. I think he's slowed down. He's surely slowed down a little bit. Um, Still there with the Pirates. Hadn't been DFA'd or anything. Ooh, he's slowing down quite significantly. His batting average dropped to 205. Still got a good on base percentage and still got a good OPS, which means he gets on base. He works the walks. He does have those 3 home runs, but he's had 3 home runs for a while now and 8 RBIs for a while. He looks like he's slumping. 2 for his last 18 with no home runs. Yeah, Joey Bart, you know, I still don't agree with what the Giants did. Should have let him play a little bit. And if he would have had that kind of hot start and hit 3 home runs, then you could have traded him and got something. I'm not saying that we should have kept him. I'm saying we could have got something better than what we got. All due respect to that pitcher that we picked up, but we could have got something better, in my opinion, for a second overall pick. But yeah, I mean, look, man, Dodgers are who we thought they were. They are who we thought they were. He's depressed because he wanted to be a Giant. Jason Williams, Eric, it's Farhan. Can you help us in the draft? Hey, if they could just say, hey, on Baby Baseball, Eric, you handle the draft. We don't know what to do. I'll be there. Any other job, I'd be like, no. If you ask me to be the manager, I'd be like, no, I don't have the experience. I can't handle those personalities. I never played in the big leagues. I don't think I would gain the respect of them. I'm not the personality type to be a manager. Would you like to be the general manager? I don't think I can handle the criticism and stuff, you know. Would you like to be the guy who does the draft? Heck yes. I'm ready. I know who I want. I don't just look at their stats. I look at their swing. I look at try to look at their weaknesses. I mean, not just in, I can't see everyone in person. Obviously, there's dudes all around the country, but I tried to see as many as I could in person, because they're all on the road too. They're not just because, they're on the East Coast, they still might travel. They might, be on a road game. So I tried to see as many of the top guys as I could. Unfortunately, obviously, couldn't see them all. And not just top guys, but guys a little bit lower draft picks, a little bit guys who are not, top first round guys are still really good. Lots of really great looking players this year in the draft. Unfortunately, Giants don't have great picks this year. Farhan replaced by Buster Posey. This team has missed the playoffs now 6 out of the last 7. I'm fed up. In the 1 year we made it, got booted in the first round. We are supposed to be a winning franchise. A winning franchise. Giants are not lately. But that could change. That could change. Who do the Giants have? What pick do we have this year? I think it's a 17th pick. I always forget that. I'm so focused on looking at the prospects. I don't even remember. I want to say it's 17, 14 or 17 or something like that. 13. It's 13. Not okay, even better. 13. Lucky 13. That's what we got this year. That's what we got this year. Lucky 13. Sad year. Hoodie. Malone. It's okay. Joe doesn't like facts. Straight up flat earther. No, I'm just playing Joe Boyd. I wouldn't go that far. Although if so, probably don't even tell us. This team has no more excuses for the way they've been playing. Now that's on point, Joe Boyd. Joe Boyd will throw facts though. Joe Boyd will throw out facts. Maybe he's on one of the negative, kind of sort of on the negative end of things at times, but there is no excuse. There's no excuse. There's been some injuries, but my goodness, man. But we do have our pitchers coming back. And once Snell gets back, he looks really good in single A. Oh, single A is single A. I get it, but those are professional hitters, and they know a guy's in on rehab. They know they're facing Blake Snell. If you don't think they're 100% focused when they're facing someone on rehab, think again. They know who they're facing, and they are trying their best. They're probably at max focus, and he's still dominated. So I think that's a really good sign. A really good sign. Is the moon landing real or fake? We went to the moon, Malone. We definitely went to the moon. I've been into NASA since I'm 7 years old. I used to want to be an astronaut until I watched live and was traumatized by the Challenger. I wanted to be an astronaut until I saw that, and then I said, never mind. But the moon landing definitely happened. But if anyone here thinks it didn't, they're going to be pissed because conspiracy theories hate when you say that their conspiracies are incorrect. Death, taxes, and the Dodgers blowing into the playoff. Jim Thurkill. Yep, unless it's 2020. Long we don't have a pandemic. So far, so good this year. No pandemic, that as far as I know. And we should be good to go. Now, Giants have the 13th pick. Now, who would I want to get? Well, obviously, I want. It's hard to say who's still going to be on the board is the question. Travis Bazzana. This is my top 200. I got Travis Bazzana at number 1. This dude is a freak of nature, power hitting beast right here, and we're not going to get him. We're not going to get Jack Caglione. We ain't going to get Charlie. We're not going to get JJ. JJ Weatherholt is awesome. He's injured most of this year. I tried to watch him live. I couldn't never have a chance to see him because he's been hurt. He recently came back from a hammy. Of course, it was a hammy. Braden Montgomery, who was with Stanford, transferred to Texas A&M. Beast. We ain't going to get him. Nick Kurtz, I can only dream. Connor Griffin, I can only dream. Hagen Smith, highly unlikely. Cam Caminetti is the first guy. Maybe. I will be ecstatic if we get him. That dude can do it all. That's another two-way player. I bet he's on the Giants' radar. And if he's still available at 13, bam. Now, Vance Honeycutt. Oh, my goodness. Either of those two, I will lose my freaking mind if we get them. But after that, still really good players. Carson Bench, that's who I got at 13 going to the Giants. And that will be perfectly fine. I'll be really happy to get Carson Bench. He's great. He's a great player, great hitter, two-way guy as well. Can pitch, can hit. But I would prefer Vance Honeycutt or Cam Caminetti, who is the son of Ken Caminetti. But we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Eric, lunch break. Enough said. Agreed, Kayla. It did count. Buster Posey to replace Farhan, an owner with experience, could make your team better. I don't know. It's just speculation. The problem is, if Buster Posey is a Giants legend, he takes over for Farhan. We get pissed at Posey if we don't get good teams. And I don't want to be pissed at Posey. It is Ken Caminetti's son. I don't think, is it? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think it's Rick Honeycutt's son. Is it? Maybe it is, because I mean, how often do you see the name Honeycutt? That I didn't even cross my mind. Like Rick Honeycutt, great pitcher, former pitcher for the Dodgers. Is it? I don't see it on the internet anymore. No, it says his dad was on the UNC team in the late 80s. 3 things to know about Vance Honeycutt. So I think it would have mentioned it. I think it's a coincidence. I don't think they're related, to be honest. Could be wrong on that. But Vance Honeycutt, keep that in mind. That'll help you to remember that name. He's a beast. There are so many power hitting machines in the draft this year. That's why, like, around 13, I think Carson Bench might be the last true, I mean, there's tons of great power hitters, don't get me wrong, but as far as just combining great eye, great swing, great contact hitters with power, with kind of 5-tool talent, just overall machines, there are quite a few this year. People will forgive Posey if he doesn't do so good. We'll say he tried. That's good to hear. Joe, drafting MLB talent is a literal crapshoot. Scouts do the work. Be pissed at them. Scouts do the work. but I think Farhan has the final say. I'm really curious who the Giants. I hope they just don't draft someone. Whoever it is, I'll have heard of them for sure. Because I got 300 names. If they don't draft one of those 300 in the number 13, then they're just that whoever that is better work out because now they're just throwing crap at the wall hoping it sticks. And I'm not about that. Like you got to pick the best players available. But there's a lot of really good guys. Billy Amick is another dude. He's at 17. I'd be happy to have him, but I think that we could probably get someone, in my opinion, a little better. Of course, you never know. You never know how they'll turn out. Tommy White too, big time power hitter from Louisiana State, LSU. Absolutely machine of a player right here. So many great players. So we'll have to wait and see though. Cam Smith, it just goes on and on. It's a really impressive draft this year. Malcolm Moore from Stanford. I'd love to have him just because I'm a fan of Stanford, but I'd be surprised if the Giants go for Malcolm Moore. We have so many. We're so good at the catcher with Patrick Bailey now, but Patrick Bailey could be here for years and years and years. So I don't think it makes sense to draft a catcher in the first round. Josh the Dragon. Maybe he's testing out all the pitchers so he can win the World Series next year. Could very well be. The scouts are terrible, but Farhan has done a terrible job for years. Yeah, you're right. His kid would likely be too old, but you never know. President John Tyler, for you history buffs, President John Tyler had kids all the way up through his 70s, and his grandkids, at least one of them, for a while, two of them, but I think one of them might have passed away, but at least one of his grandkids, I believe, is still alive. And if you don't know John Tyler, he was the president from 1841 to 1845. So, and his grandkids are still rolling. One of them, 1841. He was born in 1790. John Tyler. Thank you for the great show. Thank you. I appreciate that. Lakers running it down mid. I want us to be buyers at the deadline. Let's get a true power here. And I'll be live for the trade deadline as I do every year. Every year. I appreciate the 51 in the chat today. Giants win it. I wish. Dodgers win it. I just that just comes out because that's how I just want it to be. You know, I tried to just speak it into reality, into existence. But the Giants did not win. They lost. But that's okay. Tomorrow is a new day. And then the next day is another new day. We have two more games against the Dodgers. Win the series, Giants. Win the series, and I'll take it. I would have been happy if you told me we're going to win the series. It happened with the Reds. We lost game one. It's like, oh, no. Ended up winning the next two. It could happen again. So let's try to keep our hopes as high as possible. Blake Trinan got the win today. Taylor Rogers, the lost player of the game. I'm going to give it to Luis Matos for the three-run bomb. Ramos had 2 hits today. Ramos hitting 333. I'm going to give it to Matos. Put your guy in the chat. Even though he only had 1 hit, it was a big one. A 3 RBI bomb for Luis Matos. Casey Schmidt goes 0 for 3. He's hitting 067, but his 1 hit was a nice little walk-off. So Casey Schmidt, you need to pick it up, bro. What else can I say about today? I'm going to give the player of the game to Matos. Oh, you want Carson Bench too? Heck yes. Carson Bench, dude. I only saying there's a guy that I'd rather draft than Carson Bench, but you have to also consider where we're at 13. He'll probably be, if I had to guess, the best available player at 13. If not, then I'll be more than happy to get one of the guys I got ranked ahead of him. But regardless, if the Giants draft Carson Bench, that will, or Vance Honeycutt, either or. Carson Bench or Vance Honeycutt would be just. I mean, yeah. I usually I want a pitcher, but this year I feel like we need a hitter. We need a slugger. We need a guy who can with some pop. Seaver King is good too, but I don't know if he's got as much upside with power. So about the fit, even though I haven't ranked higher than Carson Bench, I'd rather for the Giants, I'd rather take Carson Bench. But I'll be thrilled with Seaver King as well. Any of these guys I got in the top 15, I'll take. I'll take for sure. And some of these guys as well down here, but the list goes on and on and on. You see down in the 30s. It goes on. There's so many guys. Wyatt Sanford. We're probably not going to get these guys because Giants don't have a second round pick. This is all second round stuff. Charlie Bates, local kid, beast. Lots of good options. You guys have a wonderful day. Yeah. Oh, PJ Orlando. Yeah. Oh no, I know all these guys. You know exactly. He's on my list. He's on my list. He's on my list. There he goes. There. He's a high school kid though. Big power, amazing power. This guy, I forget where he's committed. He's supposed to go to college somewhere. One of the pretty big program, if I remember right. South Carolina. Yeah, big Division I school. So he's committed to South Carolina because he's from South Carolina. He's from Somerville, South Carolina. So don't be shocked if he goes pro, but at the same time, he was in a home run derby, like a special high school home run derby. Big power. He won the thing. He wasn't just in it. He won it. But yeah, no, very, very, very good player there. I don't think the Giants will take him, but if we do, I'll be low-key excited. It wouldn't be my pick because I think it's too much risk with a high school player for the first round. I want to draft one of these big-time college players personally. But they draft PJ Orlando. Hey, I won't complain. Tommy White, LSU. I will take Tommy White. Not my first pick, but if we get Tommy White, I will not complain. I won't complain. Thank you, Randy Wilson, the only super chat today, keeping the streak alive. I do appreciate you and everyone else. Thank you for being here. We'll be back tomorrow again for another post-game show. And we got the Humm Baby hat in stock. Check it out here. Humm Baby, stitched all the way. HummBabyBaseball.com/store. We got a bunch of these in stock. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate the amazing support. And yeah, no second and third round picks pisses me off, but I get it. That was for signing Matt Chapman and Blake Snell. I guess I can't complain too much, but it kind of pisses me off. It feels like it's a high price to pay just because to sign a free agent. That's in the CBA though. It's part of the deal. I really don't like it. I like being excited and also pissed off at the same time when we sign guys like that. Like, yes, we got him. Oh, we lost our draft pick. Great. But it is what it is. Thank you again, William Henry. Congrats on the win. We'll be back tomorrow. We're coming hard tomorrow. And I forgot to preview tomorrow's game before I go. It's a quick, brief preview to see what it looks like tomorrow. Today, Yamamoto, by the way, we got to him, but he looked good. He looked filthy. At one point, he retired, 12, 13 Giants in a row. He was really looking good. He's got the stuff. Obviously, dude is legit, but the Giants got to him. And that just makes it all the more disappointing that we couldn't get the W today. To get to someone like Yamamoto, score runs, hit a 3-run home run, and knock him out of the game relatively early and still not win it is really, really disappointing. Tomorrow, I don't know how I got this game. I clicked on the Giants, but I think it jumped right before it clicked. You guys know what I'm talking about? You go to click on something or tap on something, and everything looks perfectly still, on the phone or the computer. You go to tap on it, and then right before you click it, it jumps. Gosh dang it. Makes me very angry. Logan Gilbert pitching for, I was going to say, Logan Gilbert, when the Dodgers get him. And for a second, I believed it too. I was like, they probably did get him. Holy cow. Let's check it out. Can we get the Giants? Stop it. Stop jumping. We're going to try this again. Here it is. I'm going to click it. Okay, it didn't jump. New day, different result. Chapman got to draft the hitters. Lydia P. Yeah, it's not really a rule. If it is a rule, it is a rule. You're right. It is a rule, but it doesn't apply to all free agents. Just if they're given the qualifying offer and they don't take it, that means whatever team signs them loses a freaking draft pick. It's dumb. Every team should get all their draft picks. Holy Moses. I mean, come on. So tomorrow's game is going to be between, I thought Gavin Stone was pitching tonight, actually, but he'll be pitching tomorrow. Gavin Stone will be pitching against Keaton Wynn. Gavin Stone has got really good stuff. Young pitcher, though. Can be hit, can not unhittable. Big league hitters should be able to get some hits against Gavin Stone. In AAA, dude was lights out, though. And Keaton Wynn, it's a battle of the youngsters. Two young guys going at it. Keaton Wynn, I can say the same thing for him. He's hittable, but he also has really good stuff. And this is a really good matchup. This is a fun matchup right here. So don't miss it tomorrow. KNBR 680, the sports leader. Or if you're in Los Angeles, Dodgers Radio AM 570 and KTNQ 1020, Sportsnet LA, San Francisco Giants, NBC Sports Bay Area. Tomorrow's a big one here. Cannot lose this series. Cannot lose this game. That qualifying offer is still somewhat uncommon. Usually only 8 to 12 players have a qualifying. The problem is we signed 2 of them, which is good, but not that good because neither have been, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it was Matt Chapman and Blake Snell. Haven't been that great. Blake Snell has been god-awful, and then he got hurt. Matt Chapman has had some nice clutch hits, but his batting average is, I don't even want to look at his batting average right now. What is it? Under 200? Matt Chapman's batting average. And I know it's not all about batting average. We understand that. But it's 209. That ain't great. 259 on base. No, it's not like he's walking. It's not like he's getting on base. His offense has been subpar. He does have 5 bombs, and he has a grand slam, and he's played great defense. Has made a couple weird errors. But I think so far Matt Chapman has been what you would call a slight disappointment. But hopefully he gets better. Yeah, he lately has a 220 hitter. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't agree with signing Matt Chapman. I like Matt Chapman, but I don't agree. We had JD Davis, and if you had to lose a draft pick to sign Matt Chapman, and I don't agree with it, but well, who am I? An absolute freaking nobody on the internet. So I get it. Giants are Giants. They're going to do what they're going to do, and I'm just a fan. I'm just a fan like y'all. And fans, what do? They talk stuff. So I'm talking stuff. I mean, I don't know if he's better, but they're comparable. I think that obviously Matt Chapman's the better defender, Gold Glove, multiple Gold Glove winner, but offensively, they're comparable. I mean, they're pretty freaking comparable. And I like JD Davis's swing. I think he's got nice opposite field power, and I think he's done great since the Giants traded for him. So I was just really sad to see that happen. And JD Davis had a great spring. What's up here, young Jay? What do I think of the outcome of today? What do I think of the outcome of today, Jay? What do I think of that?
No, don't ask me all these stupid ass questions. No. And the God, all these stupid ass questions every night. Find the I hit Brett for Miller. Miller started the game, damn fool. I'm tired of all these ass questions every night.
I'm just messing with you, but yeah, not feeling good. That's what it is. Not feeling good about the outcome of today. Okay? Because how are we going to get picked off of first base in the bottom of the 9th when you're the winning run? How can you do that? The F is that? What are you messing around with that? And that's all it is, dude. You guys have a great day. Appreciate everybody. Really do. You guys are all awesome. Even Young Jay. Young Jay, thank you so much for being here. I'm just messing around, but I appreciate everyone here. Thank you so much. Jesus F. Hernandez knows his stuff. I appreciate it. Joe Boyd. Everyone else. Unacceptable basics, man. Roger Craig wouldn't have put up with that getting picked off. No. Oh, I mean, he probably had a little talking to him. I mean, in high school, they don't yell at them because they're all adults. I don't think they scream in their face too much. But he might have gotten a little bit. He might have gotten a little something there from one of the coaches. But I got picked off one time in my career, and I never got picked off again because it was so embarrassing. And I was trying to take a big lead like the pros do. Ricky Henderson, I got picked off. I was like, that's never happening again. And since then, I just pretty much took a couple steps. I stayed real close. Then when I seen the pitcher was committing, then I would jump off and take my extended lead. Because I wasn't going to steal. I wasn't a base stealer. So if I wasn't going to steal, I didn't see any point in taking a huge, giant lead when I could kind of take my secondary lead anyway. And by the time the hitter hit the ball, I would have a decent lead. But if the pitcher hadn't started his motion towards the plate, and I wasn't sure that he started his motion towards the plate, there's no way I'm going to take a giant lead because I don't want to get picked off. It really is embarrassing. It's just a terrible play right there. Terrible play. Okay, I'm leaving for real this time. Oh, what a freaking game. Get rid of Slater. What? What are you talking about, Joe Boyd? Yo, man, I'm out, man. Just messing with you, Joe Boyd. Yeah, Austin Slater hadn't been looking too good. But I'm a huge fan of his, so I had to do that. Talk to you guys next time.
Swing, and there's a high drive into deep right field. Going back, Tatis at the warning track, at the wall. Goodbye!
Deep to right field, ranging back Tatis.